Today on Coaster Trek is a trip to the Mendocino Coast Model Railroad Historical Society, right next to the Skunk Train Station in Fort Bragg, California. There are also other videos of the skunk train rides from Fort Bragg and Willits, however, putting them all together would be too long. This is an O-scale layout, and portions of it are actually outdoors, as you can see, and I don't know if they cover these up because they get a lot of rain out here. This is Northern California right on the coast. Now, past these little wooden skunk statues is an locomotive with a flat car where you can put a cell phone on it right there, and you can have a tour of the railroad from your cell phone. I'm going to do that real quick. The theme of this railroad is definitely the old logging industry of the skunk train between Fort Bragg and Willits. And once you go inside, you can see a lot of detail in the logging industry. And they also have a lot of little
Pudding Creek.
characters in there. And if you get a treasure hunt map, you can go look for them. A lot of minions are in there. Across the way are some more tracks. I believe this is where you would put your light steam locomotives. And that red train going by is a model of the skunk train that you can take. Okay, we've fooled around long enough. It's time to take the cell phone trip. So stand by.
Here it goes. Okay, now you can follow it around. And photobomb it. No. It's far enough away from each other. I'm not worried about that. house. Wave at yourself. Well, here it is, August 7th, 2025. We're at the end of the Mendocino Coast Model Railway and Historical Society Grand Tour. One more person on the Grand Tour. Well, he's not really a person, but he's a friend of the Minion. Maybe you'll join him on your next trip.
Next time I'll see if I can get a widescreen option. I really do wish more model railroad clubs would allow on-ride camera like that, because it's great. This beautiful turntable and roundhouse are all totally outdoors. They must have some way of covering up during bad weather. And right behind that yellow building, it's the ocean.
Yeah.
The attention to detail on this layout is incredible. I could spend hours just pointing out every little thing. One option is to come back with the treasure hunt map and just look for specific characters. There's a caboose mailbox. As you go in the building, as you can see, the floor is blue, goes right down the middle, so that resembles a river going through the mountains. Almost fluorescent. You can see there are tons of minions here. I believe one of the club members said they're like 137. And this water tower here represents the one in the TV show Petticoat Junction. And that real water tower can be seen in my video of Railtown 1897, because that's where it is. What would be nice here is an actual tour of the logging industry, of watching how it goes from the tree to down to the shipyard. But it was way too crowded for something like that. This is the town of Fort Bragg, and that is the Fort Bragg Skunk Station. And it looks like a skunk train is right there waiting for passengers to get on. That is Marvin the Martian right there. This little island doesn't have any trains. It's a nice little lighthouse scene with a shipwreck.
Oh, maybe. This is trash right here. This is the trash one.
Here's a monolith skunk train going by. The passenger cars are nice, but the open air cars have a much better view of the trees around you, and those old passenger cars really don't have the greatest air conditioning. Up on the top of this hill is the Pomo tribal village, but I don't really think I got a good view of it. And that is another big fit over there at the tunnel. There are a lot of big feet in here. And that is the Mendocino Model Railroad Historical Society right next to the skunk train. Be sure to leave comments below, click the like button, the share button, the subscribe button, and watch these two stunk videos of the train from Fort Bragg and Willits.
Oh, I ran